I've been asked to give you a quick tour around our incident management product. Now, let me explain a little bit first. Incident management is designed to be used from either when you're planning for a particular event, maybe a large upcoming event, or an event has occurred, right through to the end of the event. So it's a real-time platform for managing your information and organizing that and collaborating on that during an emergency. Now, I've got an account open here. Let me show you. So everything you see today can be accessed in either a web browser like this or on your mobile device, which I'll give you a quick look at over at the end. We'll talk a little bit more about this. So on my web browser, what you're looking at here, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to define the situation you're dealing with. So what is that? Well, these templates are all customizable. You've got a whole selection of a form builder where you can define all the fields you want. And I just want to show you here where it's so easy. I just click into a field and I can type anything I want. And the minute I take my cursor out, it shares that to everybody's screen. So this is real time, like a real-time whiteboard or form with everybody. Let me just click into a date time field and you'll see that's immediately updated on everybody's screen. And don't worry about the template you're seeing, the form you're seeing. These are just fields that you can update in our form builder in the admin area. Okay, so anything with drop downs, text fields, checkboxes, any way you want to define that incident. And the next thing I'm going to do is going to be able to print that incident. I'm going to be able to share it by email, so I can use a circular and distribute it around everyone on the mailing list built in, or I can even share a public link of that. So we define our situation. The next thing we're going to do is start to work through our Ics Organization Chart. So we're going to do things like define an incident commander. How about I make that me? Okay, look, I am now the incident commander. And the green dot means I'm online. And you would see all my other team file in here behind me in real time as they come in and assume a role. We've got org charts. We're able to drag and drop things like this as well. Let's take a quick look. Look how simple this is. So I can drag and drop here and draw. And again, it's all collaborative, all real time. If anybody else was signed in with me, I'll actually see their movements and drawing on the screen at the same time. Within forms, this is where I'm going to build my incident action plan. So I might start with saying things like operational period 1 and start to build my IAP out within this folder. What do these forms look like? I'll show you again. It should start to look familiar. You'll see here that I can just type in, take my cursor out, and I've updated that form. Okay, and you can have as complex a form with subtables and areas and pieces like that all built in here. And we've got lots of different field types right down to locations, and you'll see all of this just work here so simply. All right, nice and easy. Again, print these forms, share these forms, email these forms. There's lots of ways to get this data out and put it together in your incident action plan. Okay, we'll jump onto the map. Now, this is something we're going to come back and forth to. You can see data starting to appear here. We've got lots of different map layers. We're currently on a dark gray, but we can jump to any of the ESRI map layers. So you'd see here, for example, I can bring up imagery and I can go right down here onto the situation. Right in here. We've got really good street maps here, obviously from the Esri ArcGIS base map layers. And I can do things here like annotate. You can see how quick this is. As I draw anything, we'll call it the danger zone. Welcome to the danger zone. As I draw anything here, it immediately comes on everyone else's map, on their tablets, on their phones, on all of their screens. Okay, really nice. So there's collaborative annotations and map drawing. Add any layer you want in, anything from OpenStreetMap through to your own custom tile layers. Updates. This is our next section. So here what we're getting into is a chronological log. So I can say things like the incident management team meeting at 3 p.m. And you can see that that has now posted in from my name as the incident commander in my role at this time. Very simple. Just type and press enter. Now there's a lot more detail here. We can have multiple logs. We can tag log posts against our tasks, against our status boards, against our entities. This is sort of all of the advanced pieces we'll show you on a full demo of the product. We can build out lists. So for example, we might build in IMT deployment list, tropical storm readiness, that's the incident I'm in, and we'll start to see progression as our roles, welfare, logistics, intelligence, all these roles start to progress through their boards. So you can see me begin to work through these check marks. This gives you a really good understanding of where everything's at and collaboratively how every department is doing. We can build other boards here like requests. I'm going to show you a couple of status boards just as an example. Let's say we were tracking all our shelters. So we can have things preloaded where we've got capacities, and as I start to receive occupancies, I can easily update them in here. So you can see we've now got an occupancy level of 15. I'm going to add another 10 people here. And just to show you, we can set rules. So if I mark this as 85 people, it's going to change color to warn me this has reached capacity. Okay, and there's lots of things here we can do and we can configure. I'm going to shut the menu on the left, and you'll see that I can now open the map. And this is now going to jump my cursor to whatever row I'm looking at. So there's my two shelters. And I can actually double click in here and open up the full shelter form. And again, this form is customizable. It's a template you can build in the admin area yourself. And you can pre-fill parts, contact details, anything you know that's fixed information. You can create relationships between boards. So maybe you want to have a board of all your county hospitals and a mass casualty board where casualties have a relationship with a hospital they've been sent to and easy tracking across. Maybe you want to track something like FEMA lifelines. So here are all of your lifelines, and maybe you start to say, well, actually the postal service is impacted. So you can begin to see what's happening here. Let's say the interstate highway was no fix planned. I can see that that's gone red here out on my map. Okay, so I'm really getting to visualize what's happening. Let me put in an update against this. I'll jump into my log for the interstate highway. Okay, so you can see I've posted into my log in my role at a time, and this log post has gone in against my main updates, and this is what we'll show you on a full demo, is how all of this starts to combine together. Look at that, a single place to see updates coming in from right across your incident management team. So I hope this gives you an idea of how you can build out things, whether they're damage assessment, building tracking. You can see them on the map. At the same time, you might want to see something in the log. and look at all the relevant posts to that. So this software is deep and highly configurable. We've got some other final built-in pieces around the weather. We've got mass notification integrations with the likes of Everbridge, Informacast Single Wire, World Text, and a couple of others. And then you've got the library, which will allow you to import in your documents. So for example here, I can pull in bookmarks and documents which are available now for anybody in my incident to reference. So I can open these PDFs either from my phone or here from the bookmark. Now that's a great segue for me to jump in. So let's go have a look over at my phone. So I'll pull this up here. Can you see it? Okay, excellent. You can see here we've got the entire application. So if I go in here to situation, this will match exactly the situation on my browser. Okay, back over on my phone, you can see here we're looking at the same form, and I can fill in the exact same pieces, everything from here. We've got all of the menu updates. I can access all of my ICS forms. I can fill them in. I can work through this. I can access my tasks, my checklists, and see exactly where things are at. Let's look up one of my shelters. And there it is. All the information about it, its current status. And I can even update these from the field. Okay. So this gives you a good idea of how this might operate and how you can access even everything down to your emergency response plans, guides, and other pieces. Very, very simple and easy to do. Okay, excellent. It's been good showing you this demo. We'd love to jump on a full, more complete demo with the ability to show you the detailed and advanced features and how deep this product is.